blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time. That's my girl right there. Hello, everybody.
Salutations.
It is another Thursday night once again with Crazy Carla's Concoctions.
Hallelujah.
How you doing, Miss Carla?
I'm good. And how about if I was doing any better, I couldn't stand it.
I heard that.
How you feel?
I'm good. It was a semi. The day went by fast, and I'm explaining why. Okay. My daughter woke me up in the morning and said she wanted me to take her pet to the emergency because he had upper respiratory infection, so he was sneezing and stuff. And this cat is a rescue we had gotten during COVID time. I know you ain't much on cats, but
no, but okay.
This dude is he's a special cat though. His name is Drake, and he's a family pet for sure. So he's doing fine.
He's okay.
He's fine.
I know how people are about their pets. I just be like, okay, I get it.
Right.
Okay.
You know, she ain't got she treat him like her own baby. So I'm like, I understand. I'm coming. So she's fine. Okay. She's fine. She just needed peace of mind. And, you know, it actually went really, really fast as far as, you know, going to the pet emergency, being seen, getting his medicine and getting out. So I was like, okay. Shout out to the pet ER in Claremont.
Okay.
They did their thing.
All right. Florida in the house. Veterinarians. Oh, well, I'm glad your kid is okay, you know.
Indeed.
I know how it is. Listen, you know, I told you I have never gotten another pet because when mine died, I was like, that's it. I can't take that again. You know, so I can't take losing a pet again, is what I mean.
Yeah.
So
no, I get that.
Because they definitely are your family. If you're a animal person. And I'm not an animal person, but I love my dog. Okay. Mm-hmm. And once I get attached to a dog, like when my sister's dog died, I was devastated. So, you know, I get it. I totally get it. Well, good for you, Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Drake the kitty cat. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, I worked today. My brain hurts, blah, blah, blah. I tutor Spanish. Shout out to my little Spanish student. Her name is Paisley.
All right.
And she's just the smartest little girl. And I love the fact that me and her could just sit and talk in Spanish now, because now I've been teaching her for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And when she first started out, she was going to a Spanish immersion school, which is why her parents brought her to me. They wanted her to be better. And that little girl, child, we sit up and have whole conversations now. So this little girl is amazing. And she's only, 9? 8, 9? So she's a very smart little girl. And shout out to her parents. Hi,
good evening, Soros.
For entrusting me to
her.
Hi, Tamika. Oh, I like the visuals. Did we get an upgrade or something on StreamYard?
Not that I know of, but hey, it's working.
Maybe it's because my Android is upgraded. Oh, everything look crisp. It's for this.
Let's go.
Okay, let's do it. Hey, everybody. I hope y'all had a good week thus far. I missed y'all.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Okay.
I almost said 2 years. It just feels like 2 years.
It does feel like it. And this is episode 84, the 8 and the 4. You know, I love 8s and 4s. You know, 7s are my favorite, but I love 8s and 4s because what's my birthday? August 14th. And I just always have an affinity for 8s and 4s. And, you know, I'm weird like that. Anyway, so let's do the sponsors so we can start interviewing this guest, this phenomenal guest that I cannot believe is on my show tonight. I am so fangirling, but okay, here we go.
Here we go. Of course, the sweetest lime.
The sweetest lime, Makia Mitchell. You see it, as we say. Healthy hair. She keeps me healthy. She takes care of my tresses. She's my therapist. She's all the things. If you want your natural hair game on top, go to her. She's the natural hair guru. She doesn't just do locks. She does natural hair. She cuts, she colors, she does locks. I mean, if you don't want natural hair, she does that too. She's a beautician. She's also a wonderful makeup artist. You know, all wonderful things. So if you get the opportunity, go follow her on Instagram at The Sweetest Lime, as well as TikTok and Snapchat. And she's on Facebook under her good name, Makaya M. Mitchell. And if you want to set up an appointment, don't let her being in Winston stop you, because she does get in her car. She has clients all over North Carolina, Charlotte, Raleigh, Fayetteville, and Greensboro. People either drive to her or she drives to them. But I mean, she's 30 minutes away, Greensboro people, so y'all can get over here trips. And when you call her at 336-734-3307 or reach out to her on her handle, make sure you tell her Carla sent you, okay?
Yes,
now,
my good friend. Hey.
Intuitive Readings by Myra. Oh, my girl. And you know what? She been on it here these Carla, with this eclipse coming, she been on it.
No doubt. I'm
telling you, in this full moon, and you know one thing about her. Now look at that. Somebody calling me right now. What I say, Troy?
Oh Lord.
And this is somebody who know I'm podcast. But anyway, back to Intuitive Readings by Myra. Miss Myra reads your energy, and she is amazing. Okay. If you've never had an intuitive reading, you should try it out. I promise you, it's not voodoo or anything like that. She's very much into God, but she is one of the best intuitives that I know personally, and she does not play no games. If you want to book her, she's here in Winston-Salem, but she also does virtual readings. So you can always go to her website at intuitivereadingsbymyra.com. Or you can reach out to her over the phone, 336-480-1653. She does have a brick and mortar location if you want to be face-to-face with her. And when you do book her, most importantly, let her know Carla sent you, okay? And then, last but not least,
gotta get that sauce.
You gotta get the sauce. I call it the crack sauce, crackety sauce, okay? Because, baby, it's an addiction. It's an addiction, and you got to go to nhjerkcenter.com and get past the Paul sauce. Now, this is a jerk barbecue sauce. That's the difference. And it has the most distinct flavor. Oh, my God. And we fight over it over here because we put it on everything. We put it on the meats. We put it on the chicken. We dip the French fries in it, the chicken nuggets, everything. It's amazing. Disclaimer. There is a hot and spicy. There's a mild. Mm-hmm. If you know that you cannot handle hot and spicy, you better stay in them mild streets, because, baby, the hot and spicy is hot and spicy. Mm-hmm. But it's so good. Okay? So go out there and purchase you a bottle right now. They're $12 with shipping and handling. Mm-hmm. And it's amazing. He makes this sauce from scratch. And, you know, when you get your bottle, tell him Carla sent you. All
Yes,
right.
indeed. All right, let me see what else we got here. Yep. All righty. So, tell us about your guest.
So my guest. Oh my God. Okay, so what can I say about her? Beyond the fact that she's talented, she is knowledgeable, she's gifted, she's wise. I mean, she is all the things, child. And her music is incredible. When I tell you, y'all know how I feel about Jill Scott.
Right.
And I don't like it when people try to sing Jill Scott. She said it's okay, and she said it's bad static on her end. Should she pop out and pop back in?
Yeah.
Pop out and pop back in, Tanya. So we're gonna bring her on. Hold on. We're gonna see, we're gonna talk her up before she come on. Cause she said it's bad static on her end. And you know, with internet land, that could be anything.
Yeah.
I got my AC on, y'all, and I apologize. But I've been having hot flashes all day, and I did not want to be on here sweating before y'all and fanning and carrying on like I be doing sometimes. But I'm in the midst of it. I'm in the midst of the good hot flashes, okay? So, what I was telling y'all was Miss Tanya Ross. I'm very finicky about who I like as a musician and as an artist, and who I think can sing and do all the things. And baby, if you touch my Jill Scott, if you can do my Jill Scott as good as or better than Miss Jill Scott herself, you's a bad mother, shut your mouth. And that's Tanya Ross. You understand me? Did she pop back in?
She's back in.
Okay.
Ready to bring her in?
Yeah, and let's see what she's saying. So without further ado, we are bringing in Miss Tanya Ross, musician, songwriter, singer, alchemist, guru, metaphysicist, lover of all good things, all the damn things and everything. Okay, that's who she is, and that she is. And I am so excited.
Listen, I first got to say, well, thank you for that great introduction. You had me over here feeling like, my goodness.
That's you, girl. That is you. You hear me?
Thank you.
I was so excited. Is it better on your end now?
It's better on my end now, because I was worried for a minute. Y'all was chopping up, and I was like,
no, it's just technology. Technology be technologizing. So if you do have to, just let us know. So I need to pop out and pop back in. We've had plenty of people, you know, it happens because the universe. And then, see, I'm going to tell you the truth now. You know, like I know, when the universe, when something good get ready to go forth to the people.
What happened? Something just tried to happen, but guess what? Can't stop it.
So it's not gonna happen. That's what we're gonna say, and that's why I wore all my good stones. I was like, I put on my God, I can't even talk. My opalite, my pyrite. Look, I got my grounded stuff on, baby. I got my tourmaline. We're gonna do this show.
Me and you both, you know, I got my little rose quartz here for love.
Listen, yeah, you hear me? So we're gonna be cooking with grease.
Right here.
And somebody still trying to call me. They tried to call me. I didn't answer my phone, so now they're trying to call me on Messenger. I am doing my podcast. I do my podcast every Thursday.
They want to talk to you.
Say something again.
Hello, can you hear me?
And now I can't hear you because they tried to call me. See? No, it's not you. It's not you. One moment. Hold up.
Okay, I'm going to hold up.
Yeah, when they call her, it disrupts her audio.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh man.
She gotta put that mass text out. Tell them not to call them. Don't do that, y'all.
What we need to do is get her a device away from her phone, like a tablet or something, so that she can do a show apart from using the phone. See, that's the face I was talking about.
I just put it on Do Not Disturb because I had put it on silent just in case you have an emergency. you know.
Right.
But
Yeah, you're gonna
Back
have to
to you
do
guys.
not disturb it. That's what I did. Do not disturb it.
anyway,
We back. We back.
so Tanya, thank you. I just want to thank you for being on here. I'm very
Oh, you're
excited.
welcome.
As I told people before, I'm very particular about my Miss Jill Scott. And the first time I heard you say, I said, who is it? And they said, this Tanya Rome, boo. And I was instantly afraid. Okay.
I really appreciate it though. Seriously.
So I love the fact that, honey, you be tearing them keyboards up.
I'm blessed. Thank you.
I don't know how you do it. Like, Mama, you be playing the piano and singing and honey doing all the stuff and talking to people. I said, Lord, look at her.
It took
She's
me a
an
while
artist.
to master that. It took me a while to master it. Yeah. I used to play piano, right? But I didn't have the two together, playing and singing. So it took me a little time to master doing both of them at the same time. Now, I don't like to be away from my keyboard. Unless it's a bad mamma jam on that piano. Now, if it's somebody who can play, I'll be like, yes, let's do it. But I prefer to play and sing at the same time. Mm-hmm.
So how long have you been playing piano?
Well, I started, actually, my mom said I started tinkering with it like at 3. But like, I remember, as early as 10, just going to kind of like picking out notes. And then at 11, 12, I started really getting serious. And I just, I always say I went to the school of God because, God taught me how to do everything, use my ear. And I just picked it up and just went from there. So probably about 10, 11. Now, I'm going to say when I got serious college is when I really started saying, okay, I want to be able to do both of these at the same time. Play and sing.
And that was my next question. So you answered. Yeah. So is piano your only instrument or?
No, I play bass guitar, record. I mean, I know that's not an instrument, but I do record. Clarinet.
So you like Michelle Indigay-Ocello, honey?
Well, I mean, I play bass pretty good. I ain't gonna say I'm the best, but I do pretty good.
Good.
And then I played this much, and I'm this much of a drum set.
Now that's my instrument. That's what I'm good at.
Beat, and then I get too excited and get off beat.
Oh Lord.
And I beatbox.
Yeah, I can do that. Look, I can do that, girl. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So you have been playing the piano since you were a child.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And it shows because you are like, it is something to see.
Thank you.
When you're performing, like even this past weekend, like people were just mesmerized. They were like,
wow.
Yeah. And
I just be in my own zone. So I'm not like, I get lost. I'm in my own zone. I'm in my own space, and I've always looked at music as such a deeper thing anyway, because music to me is healing to the soul. So that's why I do. Yeah.
It is. And then Miss Sharita De La Cruz says she loves you, Tanya.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. She's amazing. She is a fan favorite around here. And I just wish more people, I want people to know who she is all over this good old United States of America and all the places that listen to us. No, seriously. That's why, doing these podcasts and things matter, because you don't know who's watching and you don't know who's listening. And if I can help, I'm going to help. That's it.
That's it.
And, just like when your brother was on here, like, I was like, them damn Ramses, honey. I was like, listen, because your brother was on here a few episodes ago. And, I listen to his podcast religiously. I've been listening to him for quite some time. And he's who I listen to. I'm at work and, doing the things. And I love his show. And then when I found out that y'all were related, I saw him in Daddy's Boys.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Girl, and he was up there singing flat-footed and down. I said, honey, you better damn do it.
The boy act and sing.
I said, what kind of jeans they mama got over there? And then I around.
We're
Everybody.
blessed. Yeah, we blessed. We are.
So
We
that's that, in the Bible when it talks about those things that get passed down through the family, the blessings.
Yes.
The blessings in your family is musical.
Oh,
And that's a good thing. That's wonderful. Wait a minute, my nose ring trying to come off. Look at that. Look, because I started hot flash to the sweat. Oh. Okay, anyway. Girl, I'm crazy. Look, and the AC must have heard me talking.
Listen, the AC
she said, I seen you many times at the O. Henry. Yeah, she did used to play at the O. Henry. Yes, girl. Yes.
Yep.
I used to love, and I used to dip out and go get me a room at the Proximity. And sometimes, girl,
you like Proximity better?
I do.
Yeah, they more contemporary looking too.
But the entertainment at the O. Henry is park horse.
Oh,
so I would tip over there, and that's what I'm saying. I'd be like, and every time you would be over there.
Oh, wow.
So
I hadn't been there in a minute.
Yeah, that's been years ago, but it was phenomenal.
Thank you.
And I have been following you, and I said she is phenomenal. But what I didn't know was all the other stuff.
Yeah.
That we gonna get into. I said, what? What?
You so extra.
I know I can't help it.
Girl, I love it.
I can't help it. So we're gonna start from the beginning, like I do all my guests. I always ask everybody where you from and where you at.
Okay. I am from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Trey Foe.
Shaba.
I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I am in Greensboro, North Carolina now. But when we were younger, we left Winston at like 7 years old, and we lived in Georgia, Florida. And then we came back when I was around 14 or 15. So
okay.
We were kind of traveling, and which was good. I'm glad we didn't just stay in North Carolina, because we got a chance to meet different people and just see something different in life in other states. People are different. You go see different places, even though it's state to state, people are different. And I'm glad we had that experience, and then came back here, and I've been here ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. And you have siblings. We know Chris is one. And then you have another brother, right?
Yeah, my other brother Al. And he does food. He does a food truck. Like, all of us are doing something, you know what I'm saying? So
and I know, is it Al who's married to the doctor?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, because I'm gonna tell you, it's a small world, because Al and his birth mom used to live across the street from me when I first moved to Winston, and she would pay me to help get him off the bus.
OMG!
We stayed in Greenway Apartments. Yes, and I told Chris that story. He was like, what? I was like, yes. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but
that's when we first...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, but that's when we first moved to Winston, and I've known Alfred ever since he was little, because he's my sister's age. So
yeah, that's crazy. Because see, we I'm surprised you didn't. Well, I guess it depends on what time. I'm surprised you didn't meet us. We were there.
That's what I said. I said that's so weird. I don't remember y'all, but he was telling me stuff, and I was like, that's so weird.
Yeah, like we were always like this. Like we were always like, but we were. I can't even look at him, even though he technically is. I don't look at him as my first cousin.
But he's your brother. Yeah, when you grow up with your cousins, they're your siblings. Yeah, I got cousins like that.
My brother.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. He is a phenomenal person. I love his wife. That's my girl. I love her. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to get Al on here too. Shoot, I'm gonna get all of y'all here.
Look, I want to bring the whole damn family.
Why not? Look, Mama too, because she sounds like she is so interested. She was talking. I said, "Go ahead, Mama." But I love people and their stories and so forth and so on. Yes. So with you playing piano and so forth, you're a teacher of it as well, correct?
Yeah, I teach piano a little bit. I more am a vocal instructor. I do piano. If people want to learn by ear, I'll start them off and teach them the notes and chord progressions and things like that, teach them how to move their hands. But I would still consider myself more of a vocal instructor. I love teaching vocals.
And there's quite a few people that I know personally who have been under your tutelage, I found out they'll say, "Oh yeah, Tanya Ross was my music coach." What?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that is amazing. I mean, like singers.
Yeah,
And
I love what I do.
I love that. That is
Mhm.
dope. So what's your
Yeah.
zodiac sign, Mama?
Libra, baby. Libra
Oh
season
Lord.
coming up, baby. That's what's up. Libra in the house. You better step back.
I love it. I like y'all Libras. I like y'all for the most part. That's what I say. I like y'all.
Listen, when you got a good balanced Libra who is evolved, they're a wonderful, beautiful being to be around and have.
It takes a minute sometimes. Take a little while.
But some people it does. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
But y'all are very what I like the most about Libras are they're very attentive and they're very loving. Because my baby sister's a Libra. And some of the men that I have dealt with are Libras that I liked.
Okay.
And they made me not give up all hope in men.
That's good. Yeah, we tend to be very compassionate, loving, giving people sometimes to a fault, especially in love, to a fault.
But y'all can be selfish too.
Yeah, some of them can. I just don't come from that because I think a lot of stuff too depends on environment. What kind of environment you grew up around. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree.
So before we go, and we already almost to the head, but like this is crazy. Like, see, but when you're having the good conversation, this is how it goes. So you've been playing piano since you were a child. You've been singing and playing piano since college.
That's when
I know you look like you're 21, but me and you, we're not too far from each other in age, right? So you've been doing this for a while, right?
Yes. As far as really, I've been doing it because before I started doing it with my band at 22, I was with a very I was called them a professional choir. They were choir over in Winston-Salem Ambassadors Cathedral, but we used to travel and tour and stuff. And I had been on Bobby Jones singing lead since I was 14. So I tell people really, because I count those years because I was, trained under them and we were singing and going to Bobby Jones and touring and stuff like that when we were younger. So I like to say about 30 something years I've been singing professionally. But in my own career for 28, I've been doing mine for 28. So 37 altogether. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So you used to sing with Ambassadors Cathedral there?
Yeah. When we moved home, that was my church. And I sung lead on there with David L. Allen. And we used to do all of that. Yeah. Yeah, for years.
So you are like a star for real.
Well,
yes.
I was back then I was known in the gospel world. That was my, I was known in the gospel world too.
So, I always ask this of people who go from one end of the spectrum to the other because I know it's a thing. I mean, for me, when you're a church girl, right? I didn't grow up in church like y'all. I grew up in church though, but when you are brought up in church and you're raised a certain way to believe certain things, and you start realizing that that's just not all you are and who you are.
But when it came to music, I kind of always knew that.
Okay. That was so that's the question. You make it easy. So at what point did you realize, like, it's not just going to be gospel for me? Yeah. It's not, and I got to be.
My mom was not strict. And when I say that, you have people, I think there's a big difference between religious, pious people and people who are spiritual. So my mom had a good balance in understanding and showing us spirituality through church, but also allowing us to be teenagers, allowing us to listen to different music. And so I listened to a variety of music, and I knew that I loved jazz, I loved R&B, I loved it all. Now, I will say, I thought that was a good question, because I did think that I would just be in the gospel world when I left school. I mean, when I left for school. Mm-hmm. Well, when I got to school, I met some other musicians, and I was like, I've always loved singing all types of music. Mm-hmm. And so when we started playing around, I said, I want to start an all-female band.
Okay.
And at that time, that was when the neo soul just came out. So that was 1996. So Erica, Jill hadn't, when we first started, I don't think Jill hadn't even come out yet. We were kicking Erica. She came out later. She came out a little later. Right. And then that's when I said, yeah, I'm about to do this. And I enjoyed it because I'll tell anybody, gospel singing hard.
But it's a good learning ground.
When I say it's hard, a lot of times, this is the truth. A lot of times, a lot of gospel artists, and they haven't been trained correctly how to sing from the diaphragm. And so you're doing a lot of notes, you're going up high, way above your range, and a lot of time you're killing your vocal cords. So, one thing that I noticed when I was, singing, when I can compare now, is just singing like a concert back then, and I only had to sing like 3 songs. I would be so hoarse, like ridiculous, because I've been singing all the choir stuff. Then and it was very harsh on the vocals. That's just the truth. Now we can do it because we know how, but it's very harsh. I must say, as a vocal instructor, and now understanding more, it's very harsh on the vocals. Now, when you learn how to sing the correct way, though, like now I can sing, I sing about 25 to 30 songs. And I can do it back to back. I'm good because I know how to sing correctly. And I understand that you don't have to blow your voice out and still get power if you know how to sing correctly. So, yeah. So I love what I do. I wouldn't take anything back. None of it. I would do
so y'all, if y'all are here anywhere in the Triad area, do you do online lessons, or is it more
I don't do
personal?
Online. It's not. Only way I would go to online is if we, and God forbid we don't have any more of those. But I did a few of them during that time of shutdown. But other than that, I prefer not online because it's really hard to work the voice because we're not in sync all the way. You can, when you play the piano, it's going to come after the person singing.
I get it.
Yeah. So, but I do it at the Culture Arts Center in Greensboro.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I'm at the Culture Arts Center.
Okay, so I know Troy got to come on and do our Artist of the Week right quick.
Yes.
We're going to come back. I don't know if you sent him anything or if we're going to do live. I want these people to hear your voice. I want them to hear your... Listen, because I put people on the spot, baby. I done set up here and tooted your horn. You go toot your own damn horn. Okay. Now, Troy.
Yes, indeed. So our Blast Artist Spotlight is my man Hakeem Romance, and this song is called Balance. So let's check it out.
Nice.
S.O.E. Hey, look. You done put some things that's heavy on my soul. So heavy I can't carry it, I lose control. Whoa, 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 whoa. Balance. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, 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 I'm back at it. I'm about to pull a big flex out. City boy chillin' with my chest out. Dust off my shoulders, I'm the best out. I'm a romantic bitch, never let her out. I'm about to act a donkey, only if it want it. So let it until the morning. Shawty wanna take a ride on my pony. Ayy, what do we have here today? Shawty, you eatin', time to percolate. Put on your birthday suit, I like it. Something I can grab onto, yeah. I'm on, take it out, then you roll up at a log, take it out on you, yeah. Where you tryna go, just say the word and let me know, I show you things that you never seen before, Just don't cross that line, I'll leave you behind, disrespectfully. You done put some things that's heavy on my soul. So heavy I can't carry it, I lose control. Whoa, 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 whoa. particular day. Fucking with a real who well, go well. Too clean, gotta slide on the bitch. Just tryna keep dreaming, make a wish. I know you want it, babe. Hurry before it's too late. Don't keep me waiting now. Don't keep me waiting now. You gon' pull up, do what I say so. 50 shades of romance, you never let it go. This what you wanted, right? No backing out tonight. This what you asked for. Don't worry, I plan to give you more. Where you tryna go? Just say the word and let me know. I show you things that you never seen before. Just don't cross that line, I'll leave you behind disrespectfully. You done put some things that's heavy on my soul. So heavy I can't carry it, I lose control. Whoa, 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 whoa. Balance. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. I'm back at it.
Yes, indeed. And that's Hakeem Romance with Balance. And if you are an independent artist or a spoken word poet or up and coming comedian looking for some music, looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But Blast is also looking for the fans of music. So if you're a fan of great music, you can also register at blastmusic247.com, register as an unlimited fan, and have access to hundreds of independent music. Blast, we're constantly changing the industry, one artist at a time. All right, ladies, back to you.
Thank you.
Nice.
Now I love Hakeem Romance. That's one of my little baby. That's one of my little babies. I be telling her, I be messing with her. I be flirting with him, getting his blood pressure up. I be like, Hakeem! But I love his music. His music is amazing. He be like, Miss Carla, get out my earbox. I be like, okay, baby, thank you. All right, man.
I was bobbing. I was like, oh.
Okay. I love his music. Okay. His music, it gets you going. Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally has what's called the Penny Droppers. Girl, you should check him out. He's amazing. I love him. Yes, ma'am. So he's great. So before we get into the talent, I wanted to ask you, with you having done gospel and all the different things, if you as a vocal instructor yourself, if somebody were to call you right now and say, hey, we're going to pay your rent and everything for the next month, we're going to take care of all your bills, come and sit at the feet of blah, blah, blah. They want to teach you personally.
Oh, who would I go to?
Yes.
Rachel Farrell.
Oh, she's a beast.
Yep. She has, the reason I love Rachel is because Rachel Farrell is disciplined. She has the discipline of her diaphragm, and her range is phenomenal. And she not only can do, she uses her voice as a full instrument. She not only can do like sing in her natural voice very high, she does falsetto very well, and she can sing as low as a baritone bass. Yeah, and she can do it naturally. You remember that Will Downing song?
Yes,
she did.
With Open Arms.
No, Nothing Has Ever Felt.
Oh yeah, oh yes, girl. That used to be my favorite.
Exactly. So the Will Downing part, I saw an interview with George Duke, because George Duke, I think, is the one who discovered her, and so she sent him the thing, and he said, when he called her back, he said, who's singing the male part? She said, I am. And I'm like, my God, Will Downing is like way down there. And the thing is, she can sing that low with just as much presence as she can up in the rafters. So she would be the one teacher that I would love to be under. And then if I could bring someone back who is now an ancestor, Sarah Vaughan.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, because
why so?
I like Sarah Vaughan because, and if you know anything about me when you come to my shows, I'm a big person with making it your own. And so Sarah Vaughan knows how to take a song, and she knows how to get the regular melody of it, but switch it up like beautifully, where you like, dang, she kept the essence of the song, the substance of the song, but she made it hers by changing the melody, but yet it is in the pocket. So she would be the one. And I also love the way she scat.
Yeah, her scat is crazy.
Yeah.
So who is it? Because, you know, that's who my grandparent, you know, well, my big daddy was heavy into blues and country music, believe it or not. My granddaddy loved country music.
Okay.
And my grandma, she loved the Sarah Vaughns and the Billie Holidays.
Betty
and
Carter. Betty
yeah,
Carter.
oh my God, Betty Carter is one of, I get goosebumps.
She's the best.
Oh my God.
And she has not gotten to me the props she deserved. Betty Carter was a beast. She's another one I would have wanted to be under. She was a beast.
Well, remember when Bill Cosby had her on his show?
Woo! Yes.
And I remember that because that was one of my grandma's favorite artists. Wow. And when she sang That Man, and it wasn't just always her voice, it was always her band built her voice up. Whoever she had playing her music knew it was kind of like her voice was like in a tornado, and they were circling her. And by the time she gets to the end of whatever song, she's at the top coming up out of that thing. And that's what it's like the music bolsters her.
But you know what I really love that. But you know what it really is?
What is that?
Really, she was having, which is something that is missing in the music world, she was having a conversation with the musicians, and they understand each other. That's called real connection. See, a lot of singers, it's one of the things I teach in my studio. I said, you feel like I said, this is what you must learn to do in order to connect with the band. I said, even though you're out here in the front, right?
Right.
I said, and the band is behind you. I said, but if you would visualize while you're performing, even though it's not like that you are in the center and the band surrounds you and you are having a conversation with each instrument, then you learn to connect with the band. They learn to follow you. And it appears like the band is following, but you all are following and having a conversation with each other.
Oh my God.
As a true vocalist, you learn you have to tune into everything. So when I'm playing, I hear my keyboard, but I also hear the drums. I get ideas from the drums and I hear the bass. So if you know, basses are usually like boom, don't.
Oh, but you feel the bass. You feel it.
Right.
Yes.
But you also can pull from it if you're a singer that understands you're connecting with everything.
Yes.
You pull from the bass for different things you want to play with your voice. Yeah. You can do all of that. So that really they're connecting. What you heard was really, we're having a conversation. And the band is connecting with me. And I saw a couple of documentaries on Betty Carter. You had to connect with her in order for her to use you. So she got people that connected with her. Yeah. I love her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's amazing. And you know who else had a band like that?
Mm-hmm.
Celia Cruz. If you ever watch Celia Cruz perform,
oh, honey, that Spanish lady.
She's one of my favorites. And Tito Puente, whenever she would be with Tito, they had this thing.
Yeah.
And they just fed off of each other. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And I just love, because my dad was a musician. My dad was a self-taught musician like you.
Nice.
But he taught himself how to play 10 instruments proficiently.
Wow.
I just used to love to watch my daddy perform. One of our musicians, our head musician, So Red, said that he's a longtime fan of yours, Tanya.
Oh.
So wow, that's I'm just telling you, you're amazing. You touch so many people with your music, and what you do. And I just want to know. I was like, I want to know. And I've been dying to ask you that. Like, who would you sit under? Who would you like? So Rochelle Farrell, and who's amazing. And it's crazy. When I was married, that song was our song. Like, I love that song. That song was my song. And With Open Arms is one of my favorite songs by her.
Mm-hmm. I really loved her first instrument album, which was her jazz album. I really loved that album that she had too. Mm-hmm.
I love to watch musicians.
Yes.
And I think it's because as a kid, you know, when you grow up in the house with music,
Yes.
you learn how to get somewhere and be quiet and listen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. And
Yes.
when my dad would have rehearsal at the house, I would literally sit behind this chair. They had a lazy boy. I would get back there, me and
And
my
just
cousins,
chill.
and I would listen.
I
And I
love
would
that.
listen to all of that, and they would have rehearsal, full blown rehearsal. And every now and then I jump out and dance or do something. I had no damn business, but I just loved it, you know. And that's how music is, like you said, it's medicine,
Yes.
and it's memory. You know, music transports us to good
Mm-hmm.
times and bad
Mm-hmm.
times.
Yes.
I like to
Mm-hmm.
know if there's a musician dead or alive that intimidated you, Tanya. That's what.
I've never been intimidated by anyone because I'm secure in my lane. And I understand that each one of us have our lane. And I think if more people would understand your gift is your gift, and when you're secure in who you are, I teach my vocal students this: when you're secure in who you know who you are, you're confident, then no one should intimidate you. No one intimidates me. I don't believe in anyone dimming their light, and I sure as hell ain't gonna dim mine, because I understand that my light and my lane is to spread to the masses healing, and I'm in a whole nother mindset. I've never been into trying to get people on their feet to like me, because my purpose is I am singing vibrations and frequencies of healing. I'm here to help heal me and you through music to lift you up. So because I have a deeper purpose in music, I think I've never been one who was intimidated or jealous or anything. I'd be like, child, let's sing together. I told somebody asked me kind of the same questions in my vocal thing. And I said, no, shoot, if Jasmine came, Rachel, Pharrell, Layla Halfway, Pat LaBelle, I'd be like, hey girls, what we about to do?
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm like, we all have our lane.
Right.
And I'm secure in mine. So I'm not intimidated by anybody. No. But I love to sing with everybody.
I love that.
Yeah.
So before we're going to come back to the music, y'all, but I want y'all to know something else about this woman. Now, if you watch my show, if you follow me, you know that Carla is about her crystals and her stones and her meditations and talking with the ancestors and God and the universe.
Yes.
I am that person. And Miss Tanya.
Yes.
Y'all, the conversations that I have with this lady about spirit and space and time, you just can't have with anybody.
Yeah,
now,
that's right.
Miss Tanya, tell these people what you literally are. Hi, Dad. Look, there go your cuz, girl.
Hey, cuz. What up, cuz?
And so, what else are you also a master of?
So, a lot of people don't know I have a degree in metaphysical science, and I also have a master's in divinity, which mine is more so from the, I'm going to say from the perspective of metaphysical science. So, I'm a spiritual life coach. I'm a healer. I do energy healing sessions. I do intuitive tarot card readings. I do Tibetan bowls, sound therapy, tuning forks. I do all those things. And I have been, I like to say deprogrammed to reprogram for over 20 years. And, but I have been in this deeper space of sharing my spiritual gifts with people to help them out on this earth journey for the past 6 to 7 years. After the stroke, my third eye and pineal gland opened up even more. And the stroke was a deeper spiritual awakening to another level 6 years ago. So we opened, So I love that part of my life. I love all of it, but my spiritual life is important.
The stroke. You said it like I'm just like the stroke.
Yeah, I'm grateful. I had a stroke 6 years ago. I'm blessed beyond measure. Best thing ever happened to me. I wouldn't take it back. I would take all of it.
And you would never know in looking at you that occurred to you. Like,
and even in that process, before that process, I understood the power of healing and our power that we have been given to heal the body and heal ourselves. When you understand you are an extension of the source, which means that you are one, then you understand you have the power to speak to the cells of your body and tell them to align and do what they should do. So I knew in the hospital why I was there, but I also knew that the source was taking me to a deeper level and understanding of healing to a more profound space. So in the hospital, source told me exactly how to heal myself, gave me instructions, told me that when I came out of this journey that I'm on was going to expand. I had no idea how much, but told me that I was in there for a transitional space in my life. And so I would never give or take that back. The dark night of the soul was the best thing. So through the contrast of darkness, or through darkness, you are illuminated to a more brighter light. So I tell people, do not despise your darkness, for the darkness brings you into illumination, which brings you into a deeper understanding of self. And when you begin to understand self, you understand the I am, which is source energy, expressing itself in you through human form. Then you understand your power. That was a lot, I know.
No, I'm just sitting here thinking about what you're saying because it's so true. You know, it's like, yes. Okay, so we have a guy on blast. His name is Yamasani. He's in Houston. He is the male version of you. He's also he does everything. He does healing touch. He's just a very innovative poet, thinker, musician. But he's very into healing through vibrational energies and things of that nature. And you two would be something together in the same spot because you create artistically in tune with the universe. You know,
frequency.
Yeah, source energy is crazy.
I tell people all the time. I said I'm thankful. Now, hear what I'm saying, because I tell singers, stop saying when people say to you, like singers who can really sing, and people say, "Oh gosh, you can really sing, you're good." I said, stop telling them, "Nah, I'm all right." I said, that's because first of all, you are shaming the source. The source gave you a gift. Don't say, "I'm all right." What you say is thank you, because you have been gifted to do what you do. So stop saying to people when they give you a compliment that you're good, stop saying, "Well, I'm just okay." Stop that. No, you need to walk in the power that the source has given you and say thank you. It doesn't mean you're arrogant. You're just saying thank you. And end of story. But what I was going to say is, I think what it is when you know, and that's what I was going to say. You were talking about the frequencies. And my thing is, every time I'm singing, whether I'm singing here, whether I'm singing it doesn't matter where I'm singing. My thought process before I even get there has always been, I say a prayer and I say, source energy, fill the seats now with healing. Fill the frequency in the air and the vibrations with healing right now. Send the ancestors, send the spiritual guides, send the angels down to heal people's souls, because people are going through things. Sometimes when people are coming out, they're going through things that only music can touch the soul at the time. and they don't want to talk about anything. But if you say just, sometimes you don't have to do nothing but hit one note. And if your thought process is healing, going out every time, then that one note can be the one. Listen, I've had it happen. I've had several people come up to me afterwards and say, I felt like ending it today. And when I heard your voice, I said I can go one more day. For me, that is the biggest compliment I can ever get. The biggest compliment is when people tell me I needed my soul lifted and you sung to me. And I said, that's what it's about. I can care less about you telling me I can sing. And when I say this, I want you to hear me well. When I say I can care less, it's from this perspective.
Right.
I know through the source that you've given me a gift to sing. So I would be lying to say I can't sing. That's a lie. I'm thankful. But I can care less about a person like pumping me up because I'm on a mission and a purpose with what I do. So my focus is purpose. So when you have a deeper purpose in what you do, you don't need the crowd or people to validate you, because you know the only validation you need is you and the source, because you are on purpose and on mission. And this helps people. When you get a purpose and mission, it helps people to understand, what are you jealous about? You're on a mission and a purpose that God has given you. What are you doing? When you understand you on your own mission and purpose, you don't have time to look at nobody else. Because your focus is on what you came to do, not what Sally came to do.
Yes.
Me and Sally can work together. Why? Because she's on her mission, I'm on mine, but maybe we can come together with our missions together and create something beautiful.
Yes, sir. Yes.
More of us need that attitude.
Yes, in everything.
In the musician world and in the creative world, you wouldn't be dealing with insecure people if they understand, baby, I'm in my lane on my mission. I ain't thinking about you. I'm on a whole other mission.
But let's build. See, and that's what I always tell people. What can we do to build?
Together.
Right? And you know, I've had people even tell me, why do you deal with such and such or deal with so and so? Because we have a chemistry.
Yes.
And I'm sorry that y'all don't, but because and you don't want to tell people because you're low vibrational.
And you do have to watch that.
And you know, sometimes you be like, well, you're not vibrating while I'm vibrating.
Yeah.
And that person is vibrating while I'm vibrating. So we do this.
Yeah. And
you know, it's not that
understand energy. We understand energy and how important that is. And energy has to match, because if the energy is not in the right frequency, you already are doing this. And we need to be doing this. So our alignment needs to be together. So if you're a high vibrational, oh, sure, we can work together because we're on a high vibration for deeper purpose. That's very important. That's why you can't collab with everybody. It's just true. You can't. You can't collab with everybody, because sometimes people's vibration is so low that they will bring your energy down, and you'll be going home trying to figure out why I'm feeling this way today. I'm feeling off. Why am I so off today? Because you are really doing something that the source didn't tell you to do that with. You doing it instead of you letting the source lead and guide you where you need it.
Girl, you in people business. Hush.
But it's the truth. We got to
watch
it. Yeah.
It is the truth. It is the truth.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't even want to open your mouth and explain that to people.
You don't have to. You don't have to say anything. What you do is say, I'm busy, or I'm not able to do it. I have some other things in my own mind right now. And that's the end of it. I don't owe you an explanation.
Now, So Red said something to you that I thought was good. Pull that back up, Troy. He said there is a definite difference between humility and people attempting to dim your shine, aka be humble.
And let me tell you this. Check this out. This is what I say now, and let me explain why. I used to always say, words carry frequencies and vibration. Now, the only reason that I do not use the word humble, or humble for me is because when I looked it up, it said to put yourself beneath another person. So this is what I tell people. I am grounded, centered, and level-headed. And when you're grounded, centered, and level-headed, that's right, then you don't have a place for arrogance because you're grounded in who you are. You're grounded in the universe. You're grounded in yourself. You don't have any place for arrogance. But I'm grounded, centered, and level-headed. But words carry a lot. And the word humble, I used it for years until I started looking up a lot of the synonyms. And the synonyms don't really
Are off-putting. Some of them are off-putting, yes.
So I would rather
and there's
say
better words that you can use. Yes, grounded is a better. And thank you for pointing that out. That's amazing. And then Tamika Collins just said she loved what you were saying. So
thank you, Tamika.
Yeah. So we're running over. If you don't mind, just a little bit.
No,
just,
I don't mind.
Give the people a taste of why I'm so upset.
I think I'm gonna take y'all to my piano. I got a piano girl here.
Okay,
so I'm gonna take y'all to the piano. Might be a little low here, but let's see.
It's okay.
Okay. Y'all see me all right.
And So Red said, Tanya, when is your book coming out? He said, when is your book coming out? He just put it out there.
Listen, honey, I got one that I wrote that I have not yet, it's written and everything, and I have not yet put it out there. And then before the stroke, I was beginning one. So we're gonna have to put that in the works. Okay, what do we want to hear? I want to do in a sentimental mood. I can feel the stars come through my room from your loving attitude. It's like a flame that lights the gloom. Rose petals seem to fall. It's all like a dream to call you mine. My heart's a lighter thing since you made this night a thing divine. In a sentimental mood. I ain't gonna even do it no more. Let me stop.
God, you better.
But look, I had to do a little bit of jazz and check it out. Oh my, I'm feeling high. My money's gone. I'm all alone. Said 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. The world keeps turning. Oh, what a day. What a day. Let me stop.
Girl! Listen!
Wait, I gotta do this for you though. I gotta do one for you though, Carla.
You know, but listen, sentimental mood is like, I'm a John Coltrane fanatic.
Girl, you need to go listen to Sarah Vaughn's version of that.
I've heard it. And baby. Okay, girl, go ahead. Proceed. Proceed, sis.
So you know this for you right here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh. You put some tricks out your sleeve last night. Everything I fantasized about, yeah. You had me climbing up the walls. How many ways was God called? You representing in the fashion of the truly gifted. Yeah. You put it down last night.
Hey, come on.
Knocked me out and had me dreaming about waking up. All right. Do you want some money, baby? How about some chicken wings? Do you want some dish and grits? I'll hurry and go get it. Whatever. Whatever, baby. Whatever you want me to do. Said I will do it for you.
Girl, you gonna make me call that man, girl. You gonna make me call him. Listen. Girl,
Whatever you want me to do. That's when you know that loving good.
Girl, you know what is so profound on that talk is when she go, oh. Listen, that lets you know, listen. She was having a flashback, girl. Listen, I'm telling you.
Take you there.
I love Tanya.
Look, you ain't even said nothing about what you was drinking tonight.
What I was what?
Drinking tonight. What was you doing?
Oh, girl, listen, y'all. Look, I done drank and talked on Crazy Carla's Concoctions tonight. I had some Santa Rosa. And you know what? I meant to ask you in the beginning, but girl, we just started talking.
We started talking, man. I knew that was your thing. You ain't said nothing.
I have this Santa Rosa Malbec tonight, y'all.
Okay.
And you know what? As I started drinking it, it started tasting better, Tanya.
Okay.
So remember in the beginning, I was like, wait a minute now, I don't know about it. But this is actually good. I think where I went wrong is I should have shook the bottle.
Okay.
And you know what? Some reds, you have to shake the bottle because of the barrel that they're in.
Okay. So
the flavor settles at the bottom. So you have to shake it up and get the tannins all going around in there or whatever. So it's good.
Well, you know, now the truth about it tonight, I ain't had nobody's wine, but we got some good old liquor in this nice.
That's a concoction. Yeah. Oh, I like that glass, girl.
Girl, look at that. Wait, hold up. Right there, that little Ross, right there. And we had us a little bit of let's see here, a little famous grouse here. A little bit of scotch, baby. A little scotch.
You know what? Now I want to try that new Beyonce Sir Davis. I want to try.
You just want to try it because the bottle cute.
No, I just want to try it because it's her. Actually, I'm gonna keep it real.
Oh,
because I want to see if it tastes as good. Listen.
Hey, what is it though? What is it? Ron? What is
it? It's whiskey. No, it's whiskey.
Okay,
yes.
I have to taste it.
And you gotta understand, Bay is a follower of Oshun, and Oshun like her whiskey and her rum.
The goddess. Because I'm definitely a whiskey drinker, so I might see.
And that's what. And I went to the ABC store as soon as I seen it, and they were like, "Well, we get stuff last around here for Forsyth County, but I do know Columbia, South Carolina gets everything as soon as it comes out."
How much that's gonna run?
I don't know, but I want to taste it.
Because I got a feeling that bottle gonna look expensive.
Yeah, but you know what? That might be one of my little splurges that I do for myself for Christmas. For Christmas. Look, me and Twin is playing. Jackie Renee. Shout out to Jackie Renee.
Yeah, shout out Jackie.
We are planning us a twincation.
Okay. Yeah,
and it's going to involve lots of sun and swimsuits and alcohol. That's what I'm telling her. I said, listen, we're going to have to give these people, let them understand that, the beauty's got to go to the beach sometime.
There you go.
I mean what I say. So, Tanya, having you on the show has been phenomenal. I want you to tell the people how they can find you because we got people who are listening to you on Spotify. We have
Okay.
people listening to you on Blast Music 247, our platform. We have
Okay.
people listening to you all around, everywhere. Like, and it's funny when the people from Africa tell me they like my show, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so dope.
That is so
So
dope. Yeah, it
I
is.
want
Wow.
you to tell these people because I feel like Tanya Ross needs to be performing in Dubai
Hey.
in all the South Africa where the jazz scene is crazy, in
Yes. Thank
Europe,
you.
New York,
Hey.
Chicago, Los Angeles. That's
Hey.
what I want for you, my sister.
Oh,
So,
thank
and he
you.
said Tanya has the type of talent that she could be dropped in the middle of a foreign country and she would never starve.
I
Jeez.
I thank you, and I really appreciate that comment because I even have to say I'm thankful because seriously I've been doing this 28 years and I this is what I all I do, and I'm blessed because I make my own money doing what I love, and I got to give shout out to the source for that. Like I just bought a house last year, and I'm just thankful because I'm like, you told me that you would take care of me at 22 when I told you I wanted to do this. And you have met with your promise and more. So I have to give a shout out to the source to say, thank you for blessing my vocal business. Thank you for blessing my band. Thank you for blessing my spiritual business because the source has been the root to my blessings beyond measure. And
Wow.
I'm thankful, man. And I
And shout
appreciate
out to comedian Jason Tuttle because he's your drummer sometimes. My
Yeah,
brother.
girl, he playing with me Saturday. We gonna be at Boston's in Virginia.
Danville. Oh, so you're gonna be in Danville
I'll
this
be in
weekend. So
Danville this Saturday.
Danville,
Yes.
she's
So we gonna
coming.
go.
Y'all better get y'all coins to
Yes.
gobble. Okay, now listen.
Okay.
Y'all better get it. And you know what? One thing I stole from you that you told me, girl, when
What's
you
that?
said it to me, baby, I've been calling it forth every
Come
day
on.
ever since I heard you say it. Money is my slave. I am the
Yes.
master of money.
Yes.
Hey, hey, baby,
That's
let me
it.
tell you something.
Yes.
People
Money
just been
is your
calling
slave.
me, and I've
Yes.
been getting gigs, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
God,
And
all
I
right.
gotta get, I gotta give it to the original one who said it, Reverend Ike. People don't understand; they ain't ready for him, but
Now,
they
River
get it.
Ike was on it, wasn't it, with them
He
affirmations,
been
wasn't it?
on it. He was on it. They ain't understand him. They ain't understand that he was trying to help them to see self
Yeah,
discovery and
they kept
understand your
calling him
power.
a prosperity preacher, but
Yeah,
he
they
was a
didn't
prosperity
understand.
preacher, all right.
He was deeper
He
than
was
that.
trying to prosper the people, and some people don't understand there's a difference.
Yeah,
There is a
yeah.
difference,
And he was
okay? Because
also
some
trying to,
preachers,
more so trying to tell people it's in your thinking, in your mind, in your consciousness what you can have. But let me tell you, you will say that thing that you've been calling forth. Ain't you seen the difference? With saying money is my slave. Haven't you seen the difference?
girl, I thank
Come on
you.
now.
I thank you, Tanya.
That's what I'm saying. That you can tell the difference. That's the way I talk around my house all the time. With my gigs and
Yeah, girl,
everything.
I burned my
Yeah.
candles, girl. I was outside wailing the
Yeah.
other day. I know, honey, I got a new neighbor. She gonna have to get used to me.
She
She
gotta
gonna
get
have to
used
get
to you.
used to this wild black woman and being in the backyard at 6 o'clock in the morning talking about
Yeah.
the sun coming up. But I be out there because
Yeah.
I feel like my big mama, I feel like my big mama and my big daddy are always with me, my daddy,
Mm-hmm.
all the people that have gone on before me.
Mm-hmm.
But really early in the morning,
Yes.
my big mama and big daddy used to be up before the sun came up in the kitchen. My granddaddy would be drinking coffee with molasses. And my grandma would be to cook biscuits. No, seriously, because my granddad
Yes.
was a chicken
Yes.
farmer, and I grew up waking up, to go to the bathroom, and they would be in the kitchen already
Cooking.
starting their day,
Yes.
and I would just tip in there and hug on both of them because I love my
That's so
grandparents
nice.
so much. And sometimes when I go out early in the morning, I can feel
I was gonna
them.
say you can feel them, can't you? Yeah, yeah. Ain't
And
nothing like that warm ancestor hug.
I just
Yeah.
I believe that they are really working on my behalf, especially my
Oh yeah.
father. I
Yeah.
get my entertaining ways from that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Aren't
told you
you
he was a
blessed?
musician, but he was a comedian. Had he been still alive, actor, all these things. And
Wow.
I thank God that he endowed me with his abilities, you know.
Yes.
And I just thank you for coming on here, Tanya,
Yes,
and sharing
definitely.
yourself. So once again, tell the people.
Okay. So you can reach me actually on YouTube if you type in Tanya P. Ross, Tanya
Okay.
P, then Ross. I'll come up. You can look at me up on Facebook. Just type in Tanya Ross, TanyaRoss. And or Ross's Performance Music Studio. It'll come up too on Facebook. And let me see. That's about it there.
That's it?
That's it. Yeah.
Are you on TikTok?
No. I'm
Hey,
on Instagram. Oh,
Cassandra.
yeah, I am on Instagram. If you put in Tanya Ross, I think it might come up Ross the Boss 48, but I think I'll come up on Tanya Ross in Instagram too. So yeah, that's about
Okay.
it. Yes, ma'am.
Well, honey, it has been a pleasure having you on here.
Thank
I
you.
thank you for hanging out with me tonight.
Yes, it was nice.
I just don't even know what to do. These people don't know. You done got on here and performed live. You done talk. Listen, baby, I'm supposed to finish watching Fight Night. If y'all ain't watching Fight Night on Peacock, you ain't living. Cause this show
Is it
is
good?
amazing,
I
baby.
have to get Peacock.
You
I
got
have
to
to get
watch
them.
it.
I
It's
don't have
worth
them.
that little $7, $8, girl. Just go
Okay.
ahead and get it. I
I might
promise
have to
you it
get it.
is good. It is. And
Okay.
Kevin Hart. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest. Kevin Hart. He's not one of my favorite comedians, but he
Right.
is one of my favorite actors.
Okay. Okay.
And Taraji. I mean
Okay.
Samuel L. Jackson. That goes
Yeah.
without saying.
Hands
Don
down.
Cheadle.
Yeah.
Y'all, this show. When I tell you, I'm just watching these actors like this.
Mm. That's right,
It's
because
so
you
good.
act too, though. Don't you act
Yeah.
too? That's
Mhm.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
so God is so
Multi-talented
good.
yourself, ma'am.
I praise God. I praise God. And like I tell people all the time, I get it from my grandma, Georgia. Shout out Georgia
Yeah.
Lee.
Oh,
And my
yes.
daddy, she passed it down to her son. And here I stand. And then my granddaughter, I already see it in her. She's gonna
Wow.
be an entertainer. And so
Wow.
I'm very excited about what God has decided to do with my bloodline.
Yes.
So I'm
Yes.
excited. Tanya, I thank you so much.
Thank you
I
for
just
having
can't
me.
wait for the world to know you on a larger scale because
Oh,
you are one of my favorites.
thank you.
And I just love your mama because I don't even know her, but because of her, you and Chris is here and
Yes.
Alan. I just love y'all. That's it. And I just
She's a
try to
great
tell people,
motivator. She is
I love
definitely,
it.
she's a
I
motivator,
love
and she
it.
has been our rock. My mother has been our rock and has pushed all of us to the greatness that we are. Seriously, she really had. She was a single mother and she did it. And I mean, she did it well. And so I got to give it to her.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, she
Yes,
did.
ma'am. And your mom was an educator, correct?
Yes, my mom actually just she has her business, kinesthetic solution writing, and she just launched her business where she teaches people how to write and put a paragraph together through something called the grammar bubble. So she's excellent in what she does. Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah, she really is. And
So
I ain't just saying
excellence
it.
begets excellence. Isn't that what
Yeah,
they say?
that's true. I'm
Um,
thankful for her.
I praise God. And I thank God that my daughters are finally starting to walk in their path. So
Yes, don't you love it? I know you love it.
uh,
As a mother, you gotta love that.
so I love it. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Well, Tanya, I thank you for being
Yeah.
on the show. I
Oh,
pray
yes.
that
Thank
God
you, girl.
blesses you throughout
Thank
this
you.
next week and the year to come. I pray
Thank
that
you.
everything you touch turns to
Ah,
gold,
I receive it.
literally.
I receive it.
I send you nothing but good and prosperous energy. I
Thank you.
speak nothing but love and joy and peace
Mm,
reciprocated back to you because
yeah.
that's what you put into the world. And the
Thank
healing
you.
that you put out, I pray that God
Yeah.
sends that to you
I receive it.
expeditiously and what's the word? Consistently, my
Yes,
favorite
I
word.
love it. Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
Oh,
And I
you're
also
welcome.
wish you 360 totality of abundance and life, health, wealth, love, and spirit. And I mean that with
Hallelujah.
everything in me.
Thank you, Lord. I receive it.
Yes,
So listen
yes.
here, baby, y'all. I hope y'all have a great weekend. I hope y'all have a great week. Episode 84 is a wrap, and I'll see y'all next week.
See
Okay?
y'all later. Thank you.
Peace.
That's my girl right there.